Good morning, Palm Springs students and staff. It's your digital edition of Palm Springs TV.
I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Ashlyn. Today, teachers share all the time. Mitt, my internet is laggy. Want to make your Wi-Fi faster? We have 5 tips.
Plus, how can you get free chips at school?
But first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today, we begin our first full week of the second quarter.
Now that the second quarter is in effect, so are the new stingray bugs.
What are stingray bugs? PSTV James M. talked to the person in charge.
Pride ticket works. Ms. Bauman has made brand new Pride tickets. These are actually Stingray bucks. Each one is a buck. All right, and you will see they are from Banco de la Monterrey. Okay, that is our bank, okay? And they are beautiful. Do you see that? This is actually a hard copy. A white stingray buck is not a good buck. They are colored. Right now they are spooky purple, okay? And they have to be endorsed at the top by the teacher that gives it to you. So right here, the teacher must endorse it like a check, okay? And they will be cut up. Right now, this is Miss Bauman's hard copy, and only Miss Bauman has these. All right. Sometimes you can come and redeem them, and you'll be coming here to Miss Bauman, and you'll be going to the school store. You can get chips and water, and we'll be adding more things as we find what you guys really like. We'll be putting out a suggestion. So Miss Bauman's gonna email you guys a Google form on what do you guys want in that school store? What other rewards do you want? Okay, and for the students of the month, we will be honoring those students of the month with a special Stingray Strong shirt. So try to earn that Stingray Strong shirt, okay? Earn those new these new Stingray bucks, because they look pretty cool, okay? All right, so remember, $2 buys you chips or water, and I want to try to get maybe some Gatorade or something. We want to try to get some really good things in there so you guys can have stuff through the day. All right? Thank you.
Check with your teacher for their criteria for handing out the new stingray bugs.
All criteria revolves around showing pride, which is a positive attitude, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence.
We'll be featuring these 5 traits through the next few weeks, starting today with how to show a positive attitude both on and off campus, courtesy of PSTV Caleb B. You can show a positive attitude by wearing your school shirt. It's not required if you are good.
School shirts are available for purchasing during your lunches for $10.
Our facility dog Bojangles has his shirt already.
You can still continue to wear shorts or jeans as bottoms.
Some students and staff are getting special props for showing another trait of pride, respect.
These students made the character counts board for October. In 6th grade, Camden M. and Avea B.
In 7th grade, Pstv owned James M. and Catherine H.
And in 8th grade, Alan M. and Nikki F.
For gifted, Alea C. and for ELL, Rildo R. got the nod, along with Dejan S. and Stephanie M. As far as staff goes, Mr. Galley made the October game board for social emotional learnings. He goes over all the testing data with his students and holds daily morning meetings.
In 8th grade, Mr. Diavalar shows pride. In 7th grade, Mr. Mancusi made the board. And in 6th grade, it's Mr. Rowan.
Our head custodian, Mr. Batista, shows pride for our school every day by making sure everything is clean.
And very important, as far as food science goes, Mrs. Golis helps make sure we are fed.
Great job to all adults and students for going above and beyond. Is your Google Meet lagging? Are you having a hard time hearing your teacher? We have some very easy and sometimes very effective tips.
So Wi-Fi waves are basically just radio waves. So that's the same as the electromagnetic waves you pick up with your cell phone or a radio. But Wi-Fi waves are fairly short. They're only 12 centimeters long, the conventional kind. Compare that to AM radio waves, which are hundreds of meters long. The signal gets a lot weaker as it gets further from the router. And generally, it can't really go more than 150 feet from a single router. They actually get absorbed and blocked by walls and metal surfaces. And so the way you position your Wi-Fi router makes a huge difference in how strong the signal is throughout your house. One thing you definitely want to do is put your router near the center of your house because it broadcasts the signal out in equal strength in all directions. So you want it out and open, like if it's in a closet, the walls of the closet are gonna absorb and block some of the signal. A good way to think about it is just use line of sight. From whatever position you can see the furthest in your house and you can see the most number of different rooms, that's probably a good place to put your router. You also really want to lift your router up off the ground because the signals can't penetrate some of the materials that make up floors like metal or concrete or cement. And also, the way most routers are designed, they broadcast the wave slightly downwards, so that way you're projecting less of it down into your basement for no reason. A lot of other electronics can interfere with the router signal. Things like TVs, computers, microwaves, pretty much anything that has a motor inside it. So you want to keep the router away from other electronics. Most routers have 2 antennas on them, and ideally you could position one of them vertically and one horizontally. Devices work best when their internal antenna is parallel with the routers, and so most antennas inside laptops are horizontal, but if you're using a mobile device or a tablet, it totally depends on how you're holding it. So that way, if you have one horizontal and one vertical, you have the highest chance of having a parallel match with antennas. If you find that your network isn't working well, you can just go around and measure your signal strength. So there's a lot of different apps that you can download on your phone. You could create a rough map and figure out what you need to do to fix it.
Remember, no matter what your internet does, communicate with your teacher and get your work done.
In club news, the next National Junior Honor Society meeting is this Wednesday. That's November 11.
It takes place after school from 4:05 p.m. until 5:05 p.m. in 2116 Mr. Bermudez room, or you can log on to his Google Meet.
If you want to be president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, or historian, please make sure you have a little speech to present to the club on why you would be the right person for the position.
Also, on Wednesday is Veterans Day, a time to pause and remember all of those who have served our country.
Our school has several veterans working here.
Let's take a moment to say thank you to those wonderful people.
on Wednesday and every day, make sure to say thanks.
The meeting for the Galapagos Island ships is in 2022. It's coming up on Thursday.
Ms. Pamis is having an online meeting on November 12th at 6 p.m. about all the details. Parents must RSVP to go to the meeting. You can do that by scanning this QR code. November is Gratitude Month, and among the many things we have to be thankful for, it's for generous students and staff members.
This year, Palm Springs Middle is partnering with Adopted Family, and we need your help. Now, to the end of the month, we will be collecting new toys for homeless children.
If you want to help, you can bring the donations to the grade level office and main office.
Just to show appreciation for your generosity, if you donate, you will be also get 5 stingray bugs that can buy several bags of chips in the school store.
Consider donating and making someone holiday season brighter.
Remember, Pstv will be in your email inbox the first day of every week while students are virtual learning.
Stay tuned for this week's birthday.
Bye.